A lot of folks will name or want to name their business after what they do. Kind of makes sense. If I'm a real estate investor who flips houses, maybe I want to name my business I Flip Houses Incorporated. Seems reasonable. Or I Buy Homes, or I Buy Houses, or Home Corp, or something that describes what we do to the public. The problem with that, the big problem with that is it describes what we do too well for a certain part of the public. And let me explain. You're going to enter into an agreement to purchase a property. And you're going to purchase that property at 70 or 60 cents on the dollar. And it's going to take you 30 days to purchase it. You're going to get it seller financing or buy it subject to the existing loan. And you're going to market it for resale. You find a buyer after you've closed on your purchase. Not a problem since you have seller financing or sub-2 financing. The buyer is going to use a lender. They're going to put 25% down, 20% down, 10% down. They're going to finance the balance. That lender is going to request a preliminary title report, more commonly known as a prelim. That's going to tell them who owns the property, when it was purchased previously, and who it was purchased from, if there are any liens on it, any special conditions, any easements, those kinds of things. And if we use a name as an example, Home Buyers Incorporated, that's going to tell the lender that we're flipping houses or that there's a possibility of flipping houses. Now, naturally, if we're going to hold on to houses and we're going to keep them more than 90 days, it's not going to be an issue. But if we're going to buy a house at 60 cents on the dollar, and for round numbers, let's call we bought a house that was worth $100,000, we bought it for $60,000, and within 30 days, we're going to go ahead and flip it to a buyer who gets financing. And the name of our business is Home Buyers Incorporated. Their lender may look at our transaction harder to confirm things like seasoning and fraud, and they may order a double appraisal. They may have conditions. They may not, in fact, fund the loan. They may require you to wait 60 days. They may require you to show that you've improved the property and aren't just inflating the value from what you paid for it to what is actually the fair market value. But keeping in mind, a buyer is what sets price, not the seller. So you as the buyer were able to buy it at 60 cents on the dollar. Therefore, that must be what it's worth to the lender. So they're going to scrutinize these transactions when they find a transaction with short seasoning and the name of the business implies that you're a real estate flipper. So here's a quick list of words not to use in your name. Now, I know some of these words, you just want to use them. They make sense. They're good words. There's nothing wrong with them. None of them are evil. They're really good words, but just not for flipping. If you want to name your LLC with these words that you're going to hold on to property, not a problem. If you plan on holding all your properties at least 90 days, not a problem. But if you plan on flipping property, do not use these words in your business name. First word, property. Don't want to use it. For that matter, second word, properties. Investments, investors. Buyers, flip, flipper. Realty, land, rentals, home, house, and real estate. Try to avoid these words in your business name that you're going to flip houses in. Again, you hold the houses for 90 days, not a problem. If you hold the houses as passive income in an LLC, not a problem. We're only talking about what to call your business if you're flipping houses. Here's some examples of some names that people have used. These are actual, true names that people have used to call their flipping business. And as you can see as I read these off, obviously it's going to tell the loan underwriter who's going to approve the loan to be cautious about a flipping investor being involved. And they're going to look at seasoning, they're going to look at fraud, they're going to look at valuation much, much harder. So I Buy Houses Incorporated. Great name, love it. Absolutely love it. It would be a great name for my marketing side of my business, but not my buying side. House Buyers of America. Boy, can't get any more clear than that. Houses Incorporated. Homemaker LLC. United Home Buyers of America Incorporated. Genesis Realty Holdings LLC. Capital Realty Fund. Aztec Investments. Tim Investments. HomeQuest Investments, InvestCorp. These are all really great names if you're going to hold property. If you're going to hold property more than 90 days and flip it, they're great names. They're not great names if you plan on flipping property within 90 days of ownership. Let me give you some examples of names that would work fine. Artist Bella Group doesn't say what they do. No clue what that is. I'm going to guess at the next one, Mocha Group LLC. Have no clue what that is. Perfect name for a house flipping company. JLR Enterprises LLC. Have no clue. They could buy swimming pools. They could be clothing outfit. I have no clue what the Porter family. Outstanding. Doesn't say anything. J&C Capital. That kind of implies money, but doesn't say anything about house flipping. Ricky Lucy. Yeah, they must like the Lucille Ball show. That's the only thing I can think of. And quite frankly, I use BSFF. Doesn't say what I do. Although BSFF says buy, sell, fix, flip. Go figure. So I can say what I do inside of my initials of my name. So when you consider the name that you want to name your business for your house flipping business, be conscientious and careful and choose the words correctly. Having a name that doesn't mean or imply anything is better.